Hey everybody, and welcome back to Island Time. This is Executive Chef Josh Castillo, and today I want to show you how versatile plantains really are. We have a green plantain, also known as a plátano or plátano verde in Spanish. And then you have the ripe plantain, which is yellow, maduro or plátano amarillo. These are coming from Ecuador. They spawn anywhere from South America to the Caribbean islands, and also you may find them in some of the lower areas of Florida. But today I want to show you a couple little techniques of how to peel a plantain. You're going to see how different they actually peel. I learned that it's best to just slightly make a little incision and make little strips going down the green plantain. And then just literally run your finger down and it just peels off. Be very careful when you're doing this without gloves though, because it will go underneath your nail and you will kind of feel a little bit of Chinese torture, what it really might be like. It does not feel pleasant. So now we got our green plantain peeled. Any little green spots or any skin that's reminiscent there, you can go ahead and peel it off. Now you can do this many different ways. You can cut it at a bias, and you can have plátanos frito, tostones, known to Puerto Ricans, which you'll double fry these. We'll show you that technique in a little bit. Same technique, we're cutting both ends off. We're gonna do one little incision right down the middle, and watch this. See how much easier that was with the riper cousin? Now the riper cousin is sweeter in nature, and they're also softer, so they won't have that crispy texture that you'll have from the green plantain being fried. They'll be softer in texture and also sweeter. So now remember everybody, we have our green one, we have our ripe one. And now here, I'm gonna show you, I've already fried these once, and we have this awesome little contraption before I get to that, where you can make little cups out of your plantains and refry them, so you can serve little like shrimp salad or chicken salad in them, ceviche. And then you have this other side which will flatten them out nice and flat little round cakes. If you don't have one of these at home, which most people don't, grab a good old saute pan. Anything nice and flat and surface, and then you can go ahead and grab these. And as you see, it's starting to flatten out. Now you want to keep on looking, make sure you don't overpress it. Perfect. Two sides, pretty matchy. And then you have these that we cut on the bias for our tostones. You just flatten those straight down to the bottom and pop them out. And now we're going to build a pastelón. Our pastelón is our version of a Latin lasagna, which is pasteless, so it's gluten-free. So people that love lasagna and have a gluten-free diet can actually partake and enjoy in something reminiscent of an old Italian tradition. Now I'm double frying these again. And now we're going to build our pastelón. We're going to start with a little bit of our Latin tomato sauce. Ripe plantains. The yellow one. We got our first layer there. We have a 4-cheese blend which we're going to use. We got a Swiss, Manchego cheese, which is a Spaniard cheese. We have cotija cheese, which is a salty Mexican style cheese. And we also have mozzarella cheese. So it's nice, long, and stringy. Just gonna put a little bit of that on the bottom. So that way it's pretty much our food glue. It's gonna hold all of our plantains in place, especially when we have our finished product and we go to cut it and go to the dish. Today we're gonna use our ropa vieja, which is a mixture of beef and pork, which we braise down with peppers, cilantro, culantro, onions, garlic, and a tomato-based sauce. And we braise it in the oven for about 5 to 6 hours. Now that that's nice and evenly distributed, I'm just gonna add very minimal sauce, because the plantain will dry anything out. It will suck up all that moisture out of the meat and the sauce. So now onto our second layer. We're repeating the same process of putting our 4 blends of cheeses in there. Nice and melty, stringy awesomeness. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can go ahead and use parchment paper or plastic wrap and then a little bit of aluminum foil. Bake this in the oven at 350 for approximately an hour, depending on your oven. And then after that, go ahead and pull the aluminum foil and the plastic wrap or parchment paper off and go ahead and brown that cheese up for another 10 to 15 minutes in your oven and then pull it out. Let it sit for about 20 minutes because you don't want anybody with a scorched mouth, especially when you've worked so hard to make a dish for them to enjoy. So let it rest. I promise you it'll be worth the wait. And there you have this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little treat for you. So remember, our flat, this is for our sandwich. So literally it's like an awesome panini made out of plantain, and you can fill it with any kind of ham, cheese, a little bit of shredded cabbage, tomato, would be delicious. You have your regular plantains here, nice, crispy in texture. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we can serve our pastelón with a nice little house salad. Our pastelón with plantains and layered with ropa vieja and our cheese. Top with a little cotija cheese, some green scallions, maybe a little wedge of lime in there, and you got good to go. Thanks again for joining us on Island Time over here at Marley's Island Grill, only on the south end of Hilton Head, where it's always fresh, it's always fun. This is Josh Castillo signing out. We'll catch you next time.